understand it before you are making any payment. So if they pressure you that, oh, pay today, if you don't pay today, somebody else will come and get the property. Okay, let the person come and get the property. If it is yours, it is yours. So do not be in any pressure to make payments with this. How to buy a property here in the city of Buea, southwest region of Cameroon, without being scammed. We can all attest to the fact that sometimes getting properties in the country can be very scary, especially for people in the diasporas. If that has been your case, then this video will help you navigate the process on how to get a property safely back here in Cameroon. And if you're also in Cameroon and you have been faced a situation where you have been scammed before, stay to the end of this video so that I will educate you on how to get a property safely here in the city of Buea. So let's get right into the video. How to avoid being scammed while getting a piece of land here in the city of Buea. Point 1, verify all the documents being given to you. You have to understand that a customary land, you will get a chief attestation. With a private land, you will get a land certificate. Although sometimes you can be buying from an individual and he hasn't yet done a land certificate for the property. So once they give you the chief attestation, make sure that the chief attestation has been signed and understand the content on the chief attestation, because sometimes some chief attestation comes with deals. For example, some chief attestation requires that as soon as you get the property, within 3 months or within 4 months, you are supposed to start constructing on that property. So once you get the chief attestation, understand the context of that chief attestation. And once you get the land certificate, the general land certificate of that property, understand the context of it before you can transfer the land certificate to your name. And if you haven't watched the video where I spoke about how to get a land certificate from scratch and how to extract your own land certificate from a general land certificate, the video is up on my channel. Make sure that you go back to watch so you can fully understand what I am talking about when it comes to land certificate for an individual and general land certificate. All right, understand the context of the site plan. Make sure that what they are telling you is what is on the site plan. If they're telling you that this property is 400 square meters, make sure that on the property or on the site plan, it is within the 400 square meter. If you're getting a deed, that one is for your lawyer to do it for you. But the two most important documents for you to have when it comes to getting a property is a chief attestation or a land certificate and a site plan. Verify these two documents to make sure that they are authentic. Point number 2, do not send money to anybody without you seeing the property. Never do that. You haven't seen the property, you haven't gone for site inspection, you don't know where the property is located, and you are going ahead to make payments. Do not do that mistake. Do not send money to anybody without you seeing the property. A genuine land seller should be able to take you on site so that you can see the property, understand the distance from the road, understand the topography before you are making any payments. If your realtor or whoever you're working with is telling you that you should make payments to keep the property for you, no. If you are coming across the person for the first time, do not be in a haste to send money to anybody without you seeing the property. Site inspection is very important. Point number 3, work with a real estate company that has been existing for a very long period of time. If you're working with a realtor, make sure that this particular realtor is associated to a company so that if something happens to this property or things go outside, you'll be able to trace where this particular person is. Because we have heard stories here in the city of Buea where people are being sold lands to, and after the deal has been closed, the realtor is nowhere to be found. What we call demarche. The demarche disappears from the earth surface and you have nowhere to find him. So in this situation, work with a realtor or a demarche that is associated to a company, so that if something happens to that property, you can easily track where this realtor is working, or you can even track where his family is. Because if you go to a company and say, I bought this property using this person and he's nowhere to be found, if they cannot find the person, obviously they will direct you to where the family is. And sometimes the company will help you to make sure that you get your money back and you don't lose your money. Okay, so work with a real estate company that has integrity and work in a very long period of time. Work with a realtor that is associated to a company that has integrity. I hope that point is clear. Now let's go to the next point. Point 4, understand exactly what you are getting. You know, sometimes us first-time buyers, we are excited, we fail to ask questions, and that is how we can easily get scammed. Make sure that you do your research, questions where you are in doubt. Make the person to understand that this is not my first time getting a property. I understand what it takes. I need to know the documents. What is the dimension of the property? What is the topography? Is it good for commercial? Is it good for land banking purpose? Once you start asking these kind of questions, the realtor will understand that no, this person knows what he wants. Okay, ask questions, understand what you're getting. Don't just get the property because they say it is cheap. Is it for land banking? Is it for commercial purpose? Is it for residential purpose? Once you're asking questions, so that it makes them to understand that no, I cannot take this person's money and run away because he understands what he wants. And point 5, we easily fall for this: avoid pressure tactics. I know that sometimes some realtors will want to use this particular statement so that you will be able to lock down the property, telling you that, oh, if you don't pay now, somebody else will come and get the property. If this property is yours, it is yours. Do not be in any pressure to pay money when you have not seen it, when you have not seen the documents, when you have not understand the topography of it, when you have not understand the use of the land. Don't be in pressure to pay anybody. Understand it before you are making any payment. So if they pressure you that, oh, pay today, if you don't pay today, somebody else will come and get the property. Okay, let the person come and get the property. If it is yours, it is yours. So do not be in any pressure to make payments with this. They even tell you that, oh, if you don't pay today, the price will double up in the future, which is true, because we have seen on this page where a property can be selling for 3.5 million francs, and then in the next minute you are discovering that the property is now selling for 4 million, 5 million and above. We have seen it here. Example is with the Biaka Legacy Estate. When we launched, we're selling at a pre-launch price and then a promo price of 3.5 million francs. But right now, the property is selling for 4 million francs and 5 million francs and above. But we made people to understand in the beginning that this is just the promo price. The real price will start selling after the promo comes to an end. So if the person telling you that the price will increase tomorrow, ask the person, is it a promo? Is this price you're giving me, is it a promo price? Because why would the price of a property just wake up and increase from nowhere? Ask questions, make sure that you understand. Point number 6, choose a location with strong growth potential. Don't just get a property because you have the money to spend, or don't just get a property because they tell you that it is 1 million francs CFA, because that money you can actually waste. We have seen a situation where someone contacted me one time, and then he told me that he wants to sell a property. He got this property, I think 3 years ago, and he got it for 4 million francs. I said, okay, let me see where this property is. Can I see the documents? Yes, the documents were authentic, but once we got to the property, I told him that there's absolutely no way you can sell this property at this time around for more than 4 million francs, or for more than 4 million francs. In fact, you'll be selling this property for 2 million francs. This is because he did not do his due diligence. He did not understand the value of that land. And the person who sold it to him scammed him, because you are buying a property for 4 million francs 3 years ago, and right now properties around that area are selling for 2 million francs. So what makes you think that people will buy that property for 4 million francs or for 5 million francs and above, whereas the people around you are selling for 2 million francs CFA? So you need to understand the growth potential of a property before getting it. Don't just get it because it is cheap, because he was getting it at that time because he knew that, oh, it is cheap, in the nearest future I will sell it and make gain. But what happened? He instead making loss. So I told him that is a distress sale. If you really need this money, you'll be selling for 2 million francs. But if you don't really need it, then just allow it and sell it 2 years time, because if you still insist on selling this property, you'll be making a loss. So imagine getting a property that is cheap for 1 million francs and you are still selling it for 1 million francs or even below 1 million francs. You'll be making a loss. So get a property that has a high growth of investment potential. The last point, which is the 7th point, is that keep everything in record. Every document they give you, you keep it. Every details that you have, you keep it. In fact, for your own safety, I will even say that you should record the call, so that if things are getting funny as time progresses, you will just pull up your record and say, oh, this is what you said. Are you changing what you are saying? And in case of argument, all right, a record can just close the whole topic. Either you can be wrong, or you can be right. So keep everything in record. Every document, every transaction, record them and keep it. Every conversation that you're having, you record it and keep. In a situation where you are meeting a public place, you can be recording and you are taking down notes, so the person will know that, oh, this kind of person that is taking down notes, you cannot even steal his money, because he's well educated, he knows what he wants. So I hope that these 7 points have been able to educate you on how to get a property here in the city of Buea without being scammed. If this video has been able to educate you on how to get a good property here in the city of Buea without being scammed, then you know what to do. You should like, comment, share and subscribe to our channel, because we will be educating you on how to acquire properties affordable without being scammed, and how to go ahead to process your document once you get a property. And also, once a good property is up for sale, this channel will also be putting it up. My name is Miss B and I'm based in the city of Buea, and we help people get affordable and good properties here in the city of Buea. If you are in need of our services, our numbers on the screen, you can call us or you can send us a message on WhatsApp to book for a free consultation. See you on the next one.